The 19th Amendment to the United States Constitution was ratified on August 18, 1920. It is a landmark amendment that grants women the right to vote, guaranteeing that the right to vote cannot be denied or abridged on the basis of sex. In context, the right of citizens of the United States to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or any state on account of sex. Congress shall have the power to enforce this article by appropriate legislation. More context and interpretation. Right to vote for women. The 19th Amendment enshrines the right of female citizens to the United States to vote. It explicitly prohibits the denial or abridgment of this right by both the federal government and the states on the basis of sex. Enforcement power. The amendment grants Congress the authority to enforce its provisions through appropriate legislation. This gives Congress the ability to pass laws to protect and ensure women's voting rights. Historical context. The suffrage movement in the United States, which advocated for women's right to vote, had been active for many decades before the ratification of the 19th Amendment. Women suffrage activists, including figures like Susan B. Anthony and Elizabeth Cady Stanton, have worked tirelessly to secure this right. The amendment's passage was the culmination of years of activism, protest, and advocacy. It was seen as significant milestones in the struggle for gender equality and women's rights. And legal and social impacts. The 19th Amendment was a watershed moment in American history. It expanded the franchise to include millions of women who had previously been denied to the right to vote based on solely of their sex. Women's participation in the political process became a recognized and constitutionally protected aspect of American democracy. The amendment paved the way for women to become more actively engaged in politics, both as voters and as candidates for public office. It had a profound impact on subsequent generations of women, inspiring them to pursue careers in law, politics, and other fields. Modern significance. The 19th Amendment remains a foundational element of American democracy, ensuring that women's voices are heard and their votes are counted in the electoral process. It has had a lasting impact on women's rights and gender equality in the United States. While the amendment marked a significant victory, the struggle for gender equality continued, with later movements addressing issues such as workplace discrimination, reproductive rights, and equal representation in government. In summary, the 19th Amendment to the United States Constitution grants women the right to vote, prohibiting the denial or abridgment of this right based on sex. It is a crucial milestone in the history of women's rights and has had a lasting impact on American democracy.